Hi guys, welcome to this video. It's Maxi for Fitness in Motion. We're shooting these videos because we want to help a lot of people achieve a sustainable weight loss and make it in a safe and sustainable way. And as obviously we are here to answer your questions. And today we're going to talk about exercises and what are some exercises that are contradictory when you're trying to lose weight or you're starting to lose weight, and what can you do instead. And the reason is, again, we work with a lot of clients that they said that they started exercising and then they injured themselves, or they had some posture deviations, or they just stopped exercising because they did things wrong, and we needed to redo everything. And we want to save you the time and the energy so you'll be able to do it properly, okay? So there's three things that I want to talk about that are contradictory when you're starting to lose weight, especially if you are more on the higher range of closer to obesity, or like 20, 30, 40 pounds over your optimal weight, right? So one thing that is contradictory when you start exercising, when you're trying to lose weight, is to avoid impact exercises, right? And impact exercises is anything from jumping to running, which is a common mistake that people do because they think that running is going to help them in the initial stages. Burpees, which is a big one. Everybody thinks that if they're going to do a high intensity burpees session, then they're going to burn a lot of weight and lose weight, which is true because it's very high intense, but then it's a very complex exercise with a lot of impact on joints. And what's happening if you do this kind of exercising, you're just putting a lot of pressure on your lower extremities, joint, ankles, knees, hips, and it might lead to injury because your joints simply will not be able to take care of it. They have a lot of weight to carry anyway. So before you get to this kind of exercises, it's really advised that you lose some weight before you get to that and get stronger and get more muscle stability before you start this kind of exercises, right? And we're going to talk about alternatives later. Okay, point number 2 is weightlifting. And I know it might sound strange, but the problem with weightlifting, if you're just starting out, there is no point for you to lift weight because you have enough weight for you to use your body weight, right? And the problem with start lifting weight when you're overweight is the same principle again. You're putting a lot of tension on joints and muscles that are not ready for it. That's one thing. And second thing, you probably have some posture deviation, whether you know it or not, because many times when people are getting overweight, their joints just start compensating for it, and their movement is not optimal. And again, if you're lifting weights in a non-suboptimal posture, you're just putting yourself at risk of injury, and later on you'll need to, again, either recover from it or correct your movement patterns in order just to generate force properly, okay? Point number 3 is working with machines. And this is something I just heard from one of my clients recently. So she started exercising, she wanted to lose weight. She went to the gym and she didn't know what to do, so she just went to the machines and started working the machines. Now machines are great and they're very helpful to build strength, but they're kind of useless when it's come to weight loss. And the main reason for it is because machines are designed in order to isolate muscle groups, right? And when you're isolating muscle groups, it's not the most effective way to burn calories and make it more intense, right? One of the things that machines do as well is they stabilize your core. So instead of using your core to stabilize your movement, the machine is doing it for you, and then that means your body becomes less effective in working, right? So that's the 3 points. So remember, it's impact exercises, weightlifting, and using machines or any type of systems that not activating your core or stabilizers, right? So what can you do instead? So first of all, instead of start running or doing impact exercises, do regular exercises on a higher intensity, right? So if you're walking, start walking faster. You can do squats, you can do lunges, you can do hinges, deadlifts with no weights, any bending exercises. Sorry. Any kind of exercises that increase your heart rate, and you can keep them for a long period of time, but not involving an impact on your lower extremities, okay? Point number 2, lifting weights. So instead of lifting weights, you always can use your body weight to exercise again. You can do squats, lunges, sit-ups, pull-ups, use suspension trainers like TRX, resistance band, basically anything that will not put extra load on your joints. You simply don't need it in the initial stage, and it's going to be just contradictive to to your movement quality, right? And point number 3, instead of using the machines, again, use your body weight. Integrate your movement. Learn, understand your body mechanics. How do you move? How do you squat? Again, how do you lunge? How do you pull yourself? How you do overhead presses? And then start combining it to a sequences or complex movements that will, 1, burn more calories, 2, will improve your posture and improve your mobility, and 3, you will just get the understanding of how your body works and let your core work instead of just isolating some muscle groups, which again might be beneficial in the future, but not in the point when you're starting to lose weight. Okay? Let me just recap everything. Okay? So the 3 contradictive things that you can do when you start losing weight. So number 1 is doing an impact exercises. Okay? Number 2 is working with machines. Number 3 is starting with weightlifting before you corrected your posture, before you lost some weight, and simply just putting extra resistance on your lower extremities, right? So what can you do instead? Do intense exercises that are not requiring any impact. Number 2, don't use the machines, use your body weight, start building complex movements when you understand your body mechanics. And point number 3, use your body weight, we talked about it, higher intensity exercises, proper movement. I'm just checking if I didn't forget anything. And that's about it. If you have any questions, we'll be super happy to help you with it. And again, don't do those mistakes and contradictive exercises again, because many clients did that before, and we needed to correct that and to improve their movement, and then they start losing weight and they're super happy about it. But it's way better if you're just gonna understand how to do that properly from the beginning than just injure yourself and then recover from it and then restart all over again. All right? Guys, again, if you have any questions, we're here for you. We'll be super happy to help you with understanding this body mechanics and help you with your weight loss. And that's it for this video. If you have any questions, do let us know, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.